Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Wildcat Grill for the post-season wrap-up here. A 10-3 season for your Wildcats. I'm Chris Connolly, along with Chad Johnson, Chad Johnson, Joey Thompson, and of course Coach Gillespie. We ended up with a great season, 10-3, Coach. I tell you what, the highlights were so numerous that we're going to cover some of them tonight. But can you give us just a few words of kind of a wrap-up of your first inaugural season?
Yeah, I'm really proud of the accomplishments that this group made, and you never wanted to end, and it was a really special season. I told our team Friday after the game that I really appreciated all the things that they did, and that they made it a fun year for me personally. I mean, I thought our kids performed to a high level most every Friday night that we went out and accomplished a lot of great things. Obviously, we appreciate the community and the fans and all the support that we had throughout the year, and I thought there was a lot of excitement following this football team throughout the year, and so that leads to a really positive experience, and positive experience for our kids, and they deserved it. They worked extremely hard, and there's a lot that goes into that success. It's not like we just show up and play on Friday. That work started really well before May when we made our transition. I got here the 1st of April. Bill got here a couple of weeks before that, and the work that went on in the weight room, then of course spring practice, and then the hours that we spent in the summer, 4 days a week, and basically working half a day for 4 days a week on football and getting stronger, creating our endurance and our base, and then going off to a couple of paddock camps, which I think played big for us throughout the season. And then, also doing a 7-on-7. So a lot of investment prior to the season even starting. And then, we get into our regular deal where we have our camp, and kicked it off with a Midnight Madness and a run up Currahee Mountain, which is really, really special. And we gave the kids this dog tag, and I put that on the morning that we completed the run, and as a signal or as a sign of my commitment to this group, I have not taken it off since that morning. Right. My wife has asked if I was ever going to take it off, and I guess I'll have to at some point. But that was a special experience for me. Wow. And a special experience for anybody that's ever done that. And so we had a great camp. Our kids came together during that week and got to bond and put a lot of work in, and then get the season cranked up, and a little bit nervous, not knowing what to expect. We came out and played well early. Had the scrimmage against Franklin and had some hiccups in that, but ended up finding a way to win that football game, and then. We come out and played really good early on with White and Fannin and all of those games early. Had the shootout with Dawson that was really exciting, or Dalton that was really exciting, and a lot of great football games there, and just a overall great season.
It was a great season. We ended up at 10-3. Could have easily had a couple of more wins, but overall, I think everybody was very pleased with the way the season turned out, and especially you coming back for your first season as your alma mater. How did it feel walking out on that field, knowing that you not only played there, but now you are affecting the lives of all these young guys?
Well, Rabun County is a special place. It just is. When you step into that stadium, there's nothing prettier. I mean, we've got just the view of it. When you step out and you look over those mountains and the sun setting, there's nothing. I mean, it's emotional for me, and but it's emotional for me not just because of what you see, but because of the people involved. And we've got a lot of great people involved in our football program. This community is extremely important to me, and it's important that we represent our community in a good way. And I think that we did that. I think the way our team played was representative of what our community is all about.
Okay, good deal. Well, tonight we're going to celebrate our seniors tonight.
I'm excited about that, and it just, obviously a lot of our success is due to that group, and not only just what they did on the field, but what they provided in way of leadership and all those things. And so many times when there's a transition, so many people want to just kind of dip their toe into it and kind of, stand back, see what happens, see what this guy's about, see what this new defense coordinator's about, see what he knows, and all those things. And when that happens, the transition takes a little bit more time. And this group didn't do that. They jumped in and got behind it, and because of that, we were able to make the transition probably a little bit faster than most, and it ended up being a great year.
They seem to take to you and that coaching staff, and y'all just kind of bonded. It seemed like very quickly.
Yeah, they're a special group. So I'm looking forward to you guys getting to visit with those guys.
Well, before we talk to our seniors, I want to all region teams came out today, and so I wanted to kind of announce those because it's very exciting because we dominated the region selections. The athlete of the year in Division 1A, Region 8 was Reed Giles.
Oh, yeah.
So very exciting. There wasn't a team in the on the schedule that didn't have number 15 circled on their blackboard.
I'm sure they did.
To stop.
Yeah.
Our all region first team was led by Ty Truelove, our quarterback, Lake Evans, J.K. Frooster, Ethan Booger Hopper, T.K. Hibbler, Zach Gordon, and Christian Avila, all first team, all region.
Good job, fellas.
Congratulations, Don.
Then what's really neat is the second team all region were all underclassmen on our team, which tells you a lot about what we got coming up for next year. So those second team all region this year will be first team next year, and that's Ryan Yearwood, Brock Brady, Mac Williams, Reed Burrell, Reed Lefevers, and Hunter Griggs, all second team. And then we had honorable mention, we had Hayden Cannon, Dane Tyler, Noah English, Coulter Cannon, and Brian Avila.
Yep.
So we were well represented on this all-region team, so you got to be proud of that as well.
I really am. And they all deserve it. They all had really good years.
9 seniors were on that all-region team, so that was exciting. Well, I tell you what, if you don't mind, we're going to kick you out of here.
Absolutely.
And we're going to talk to the players because I got more comments from people outside the fifth quarter show that said one of their most favorite parts was hearing from the players and how cute they were and how funny they were. And so we're going to bring all these good guys up here, and we'll do it one at a time. But and we're going to quiz them, and we just thank you for giving us this opportunity to talk to them.
Absolutely.
Yeah, thank you, Coach. Thank you, Coach. Make it easier.
All right, sorry, we're going to do a little adjusting there. All right, so we're going to go, and not to bring anybody out better than anybody else, because all of these guys are all-stars in all region. So we're going to go by jersey number. So we'll start off with Lake Evans. Lake Evans, come on up, Lake. All right, Coach Evans' son. All right, Lake had I'm going to hit a couple of highlights. He had like 25 tackles on defense with a couple of hurries. He had 150 carries for 897 yards, scored 13 touchdowns. He had 244 yards on kickoff return, so you had a total of 1,250 yards. So I'm going to, that's just a thumbnail sketch, but I know these guys all season long, all they could talk about was how tough you are. And so, jump in there.
Like, you're one of the most fascinating runners to watch. You're what I call in the old days north and south. Send him up the middle and go. And we were thrilled to watch you this year. Every time, I think Joey mentioned it, they give you the ball, we're at least getting 2 to 3 yards.
Yeah.
And it's up the middle, and that's what we truly loved watching you out there. And just tell us, what you felt this year, what you're feeling now, and just what you think about the team.
Yeah. Yes, sir. It was a good year. I love my teammates. I'm very thankful. We got Coach Gillespie turned the season around for sure. I'm just grateful.
What was one of your favorite moments of the season?
Yeah.
Favorite moment?
All right, you got to move that mic closer because you are the star right now, and if we can't hear you, it's not going to be good. How about it?
Probably my first touchdown. I'd say I just nice getting my first one down. I'd say it was probably my favorite moment.
Well, what about some of these long runs you had? How about that 44-yarder you had game before last?
Yeah, that was nice. Yeah. Yeah, good run, I would say.
All right, tell us a little bit about what you feel like Coach Gillespie brought to the team this year.
I would say a more dynamic offense. Last year was a little different, but he definitely brought a lot to the team. As you can tell, 10-3. So.
All right, I got 3 questions.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Number one has to do with blocking. One has to do with you being a corner. And then you're going to tell us about the shoes, okay?
Yes, sir.
So, talk to us about your blocking. That was, I think, in game before last at Berrien, that was one. That to me was just one of the plays of the game, and it was, the game was well in hand, but it just showcased for me what kind of team we have, what kind of offense we have, but also too what kind of player you are.
Yes, sir.
When you're blocking out there on the edge there for Reed when he scored.
Yes, sir. Just protect my guys. I want them, goals to score. So I'm gonna put it all on the line.
Yeah. And you wound up playing a whole lot more corner for say mid-season. How was that? Because
that was difficult at first. Yeah. It was hard having to, do something I've never really done before.
Yeah.
But it just took a lot of practice and just the will to do it.
Well, you couldn't tell. You couldn't tell the adjustment was hard, and you adjusted well. So tell us.
You did. You adapted well.
Yeah. Tell us about the shoes. We love the shoes, man. We always knew where you were.
Yeah. Thanks to my girlfriend, I guess. She's one who it was her idea, and I just let her do it, I guess.
Yeah.
It's always about a girl.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. It's amazing what you'll do for a woman.
Yeah.
That's right.
Well, they were kind of the highlight there of the flash when you would go by.
Yeah.
Yes,
I got another question. You were kind of like Reed Giles a lot. You never came off the field much. So in saying that, if you had to pick one, offense or defense?
I'm gonna say offense. I'm a big offense guy.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now, are you looking forward to maybe playing beyond high school here?
Yeah, I'm talking to Barry and Coast Guard right now, so leaning more towards Coast Guard, but
Coast Guard Academy, yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay, cool.
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, this is one of your senior running backs who provided a ton of highlights. He will hit you.
Yeah.
Lake Evans.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, man.
Thank you, Lake.
Good job,
buddy.
Blake.
Appreciate you.
All right. Number 2 on the jersey, but he's number 1 in your heart. Get on up here, big boy.
2.
Tyler Treelove, your quarterback. Everybody loves the quarterback.
Yeah.
All right. Your girlfriend didn't give you no shoes.
No.
She's going to have to step it up.
No, I did not get any shoes.
Yeah, okay. All right, Ty, real quick, 146 completions for let's see, you had 1,911 yards, 19 TDs. One of the great stats, you only had 4 interceptions. You ended up with a quarterback rating over 100, which is unbelievable, 101. Then you rushed 73 times for 626 yards and another 7 touchdowns. So what a great year you had.
Oh, yeah.
So tell us a little bit about, give us a couple of memories that you'll have of this season that you'll take with you.
Oh, let's see. I would say the win over Berrien was a big one. We thought the past week was the last one at home, and it ended up not being. So that was good after the game. We had a good time. I would say another memory I'll hold forever was we had this group. We've never had a true fall camp, and this was our first year with fall camp. And we get to the end, and on the calendar it was, I think it said most important meeting of the year. And Coach Gillespie gave us we made the all ugly team, and it was a bunch of us with pictures of not great shots, and that's something I remember for a long time. It was a good laugh, but no, heck, we made a lot of memories this year. It was a really fun year.
All right, good deal. I know y'all got a couple of questions.
Again, just like with Lake, loved watching you. Of course, been up here 3 years now watching you. It's almost like watching my own kid leave. I mean, it really is. I've become friends with your family. You're a great leader. We can see that from the booth. You can see that just from being in the community here. But been a pleasure to watch you and do what you do out there. You definitely matured this year. We've talked about that on the show before, and just tell us what you're thinking. Has it hit you yet? This is it as far as high school goes.
Yeah, I kind of talked about it. I think me and Coach Holden were talking about it today. It's weird not having it. During football, you're pretty much, your schedule's made for you.
That's life, right?
And so it's kind of weird. You got a lot of free time, but no, it's bittersweet. It sucks that it's over, but we had a good time doing it. So.
Well, we watched you from very day one at Media Days. We watched you take that leadership position at the microphone when all the reporters were asking everybody questions and nobody wanted to answer, and so you just jumped in there and started answering all the questions for your guys. So obviously you became that leader that everybody was looking for. What message do you have these teammates about how much you enjoyed the year with them?
Lord, I don't. Anything for them was, I think that goes back to when I moved here. I'd never moved anywhere. I've been in one spot my whole life. I only knew one thing, and when I got up here, the first two are Noah and Reed. They were my first two buddies up here, and from then it's they've been great for me. Booger, Lake moving in, everybody, but no, it's been so much fun, and we've had a great time. But I just appreciate all of them and all that they do.
I got just two. I mean, the adversity you went through, especially last year. You had some injuries, some physical injuries, but then this year, you had some adversity. But then at some point, you just seemed to lock in, and you were mentally tough. But then, like when you mentioned the Berrien game, that was fun.
Right.
You were locked in. You were having fun, but it was also too. You had been through some things. Talk to us about that real quick. Just the adversity you've been through, and then how that led you to really not just be tough, but then have fun doing it, and how that fed into the rest of the game with the rest of the team.
I think being able to have fun. I think that starts during the week. If I got to a point where I knew if I prepared enough during the week. There wasn't much thinking going on on a Friday night. You just went out there, and if you prepared the right way and you watched enough tape, then you didn't have to think about what they were doing. You prepared during the week right, and you knew what you were going to do on a Friday night. So that lets you play free and just lets you have fun.
Absolutely.
All right, last question. What are you going to miss most about
Yeah.
being the quarterback at Rabun County?
Ooh, miss the most. That's a tough one. I don't know. Lord, I just say that I think while you're in it, there's a bunch of tough things you do, but talking to a bunch of older people, you miss it. You miss it when you're older.
Like the fifth quarter show?
I'm gonna miss the fifth quarter show. And here talking with y'all.
He said older. He looked this way.
You've been up here. You've been up here a lot, and you've done a wonderful job up here. And we're going to miss having you up here.
Yes, sir.
Wow. Well, we can't tell you how excited we were. And Joey hit it. Watching you grow over the last few years. I do want to say real quick that when you guys were sophomores. As freshmen, you played sparingly, most of you, but when y'all were sophomores, we called y'all the super sophomores because we could tell then how special y'all were going to be, and that has turned out to be the case. In fact, I think I wrote down, and I'll go ahead and say it while you're up here, since you were kind of the general. Over y'all's 4 years, y'all went 37-13. Which is a really, really remarkable record for 4 years. So great job by you guys.
Oh, yeah.
Your quarterback, all-region quarterback, Ty True Love. All right, number 4, Big Noah English. All right, Noah. Many of y'all, you've heard us talk about Noah up here, the story of him coming back after having his surgery and literally becoming it's almost like he wasn't hurt. He stepped in immediately the game he came back and made an impact. And so you ended up with like 25 tackles, some hurries. You had kick returns. You had several kick returns, which you jumped in right immediately. So, and that was only in 6 games.
Yeah.
Once again, you had a great year. So tell us a couple of highlights that you feel like you remember the most about this year.
Well, God, there's a lot
You got to move that mic closer there.
There's a lot to think about, really. I'm not really sure. I think it's probably watching Reed score touchdowns a lot of times, standing on the sidelines, and he was never really that much excited. He'd walk by me, I was like, "Attaboy Reed," and just kind of look at me, he'd be dog tired. I'm like, oh.
Well, I'll tell you the most exciting part for us was the game you got to come back.
Yeah.
We were all
It was.
excited to see you dressed and back out playing. So
We couldn't believe it. We were debating with each other. Like, no, that's not Noah. No, I'm telling you, that's Noah. And then you got there and got the kick return.
Yeah, I couldn't really believe it myself that I was actually about to play a football game. I was probably the most nervous I've ever been playing a football game.
Well, what you take from that is what we knew about you and saw as a player, you and a character in you. So you take that throughout life, and just remember that but we're sitting there thinking, he's back, and we're glad. So.
Well, you were named honorable mention, and you only played in 6 games.
Yeah,
right.
So
that's amazing.
If you'd have been here for the full season, you'd have been right up there on first team with everybody else. So, just tell us a little bit about this. Not only coming back from the injury, but talk about how emotional it was when you did come back, and you knew that, hey, this is my last year, and I'm going to get to finish it out with these few games. How did that feel? Tell us a little bit about it.
I was kind of down on myself at first because I was like, dang, I might not ever play again. And I don't know, I kind of worked and felt like I was strong enough to play, and kind of got let down a few times. Had to go to a couple of different doctors. All of them told me no, and then I finally got one that told me yes and cleared me. And so
that's how you get it done.
That's a great doctor.
Yeah.
Get her done.
Was that a higher copay?
Yeah. But yeah, it was a great feeling. Just being able to practice with the guys, really. Just being able to be back out there with them was the most important part. It really wasn't even about the games. It's more being able to be out there with them.
Oh, good deal.
Yeah, as a former player, I just I'm happy for you that you were able to get back out there and finish out your senior year with them, because you'll never forget those days.
And I got to say, just watching you grow up, you may not remember it, but there was a time a long time ago when you, my youngest son and your age group all played together.
I remember we used to scrimmage like every other Thursday.
Yeah, I remember the slip and slide. I don't know if you remember the slip and slide.
I do remember that.
But you were tough back then, and just seeing you stay true to who you are all the way through, just Thank you. And because I think that's something that's not just for this year. There's a bunch of underclassmen that's coming behind you that's going to you've set a great example for the rest of them.
All right, real quick, tell us what you're going to be doing next year.
Well, I'm planning on leaving in August for the Marines. So.
All right, man.
Hoorah.
That is
Devil dog.
that is awesome. Absolutely awesome. And I know that you will probably be the best Marine that they got because you're one of those fighters, and we love that.
Yes, sir.
What a great year for you, Noah, and we're so proud of you, man, that you come back from what you did. Joey about had a heart attack just announcing you as the captain on the night you came back.
Yeah.
Noah English, your honorable mention.
Hang on.
What?
One of the things I want to say, he was an honorable mention and only played 2 games in the regular season.
That's true. Darren Giles just pointed out his honorable mention, and out of those games that we talked about, only 2 of them were in the regular season. That's right. So, yeah, great job, man. Great job. Thank you.
Good job, Noah.
Thank you. All right, numerically, we're going to number 5, Dane Tyler. Dane, are you here? There you are. Come on up, man. How you doing? All right, good job. All right, so we're going to let's talk a couple of times. You had a couple of sacks. You had 20 or so tackles. You had 156 yards receiving. You had 3 touchdowns. All right. And you were one of the most outstanding blockers. If we had a most valuable lead blocker, you would have maybe been the most valuable lead blocker we had because you were in that formation where you shifted just about every play to where we were going to take the ball. So you had a great year. So give us a couple of memories that you're going to take from this season, or in your entire time at Rabun County.
I just think just always being with the team, and then one big one would be Coach Maxwell's speeches before the game. They usually, you got everyone fired up, and they were really wild. And that's just.
I noticed you got a guy. All these guys are laughing about what you're talking about here. So that Coach Maxwell, he get you fired up?
Pretty good.
Okay. All right. Did he get on to you?
Yeah.
He get on to you too?
Yes, sir.
You'll remember that? What else? Any highlights from the actual season that you want to take or tell us about?
Push his mic up.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I just think being able to play with all them, and now that it's over, I gotta lose them. But I was playing with my teammates.
Big team, little me.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
All right. Good deal. You guys?
Highlight for me was the touchdown reception at Elbert County when Ty was going all through his progressions. You had done your job, and he hit you dead right in the flat. And just thank you for always blocking, but always being available in case you were in line. But just tell us about that, being ready. You never knew when the ball would come your way, especially on a progression like that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm usually blocking, so it's kind of I sneak out. So
Yeah.
It's open most of the time, especially in the flats.
Mm-hmm.
Short game, it works good.
Yeah.
Well, I'll ask the same question again as far as you play both sides of the ball. Which one you like best?
Offense.
Offense?
Yeah, I play it more, so I like it more.
So you'd rather pancake somebody than get a sack? Okay.
Catch a touchdown.
Gotcha.
You catch a touchdown.
touchdown.
Yeah, there you go.
Sir.
There you go. Tell us a little bit about that offense, the position you played a little bit. We hadn't had a chance to find out exactly. Tell us a little bit about that position you played on offense because you did move around a lot.
Yeah, I mean, I'm usually just an extra blocker out there for Reed and Lake, but I have my pass plays and all that, so I can do both.
Okay, well, that's one of the reasons Reed and Lake had all those yards is because you were blocking.
Right.
So, yeah,
Sure.
we'll
On
give
me.
you get it's on you. There you go. So, what are your plans now for next year?
I'm applying to Kennesaw and hopefully going to go get an engineering degree.
Oh,
go
okay.
there, so
Awesome.
that's the plan.
All right, the Hootie Owls over there in
Yeah.
Kennesaw. Okay.
Sir.
All right. Well, good deal. Well, we're gonna we look forward to seeing you do have a successful college time up at Kennesaw State, and thank you for coming. Congratulations.
Sir.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate you.
Good job.
All right, next up, number 7, Christian Avila. All right. First of all, a lot of people may not remember, but you had to step in on defense at cornerback several times this year. And so I wanted to point that out the first time. You were obviously the region punter. I mean, the all-region punter. You averaged a little over 35 yards a punt. But a lot of those punts were where we didn't need it to be a 50 or 60 yarder, but you did have a couple of long punts, and then you had several that you punted that were downed inside the 5, inside and putting the other team in deep in their own territory. So you had a great year.
Yes,
I mean, a really great year. So tell us a little bit. By the way, the kickoffs in the end zone, I don't know the percentage that you kicked in the ball into the end zone where the other team had to start at the 20, but do you know what that was?
No, sir.
Okay, well, it was. I'm going to tell you. I'm guessing probably 85%, 90% of the time you
At
kicked it in
least.
the end zone.
Yes,
So which was amazing, especially at this level. So that was great. So all right. So tell us, give us a couple of memories of Rabun County football.
Well, I don't really have much, because like as kickers, we're all isolated in our own little bubble,
You got one job.
Yeah, we got one job. But I don't know, it's probably after the games when everybody would come into the locker room, everybody would be like happy, hyped,
Yeah.
celebrating a big win.
Well, tell us about. Okay. Well, then tell us about one of the memories of when you said, when you walked off the field, and you went, "Now that was a great punt."
Oh yeah, at Fannin County, I forgot what yard line we were on. I kicked it, and I just see it go straight up in the air. It rolls out at the 2, and then everybody just went crazy because I pinned them at the 2.
All right. Yeah, that was we highlighted that that week. That was one of our highlights. You tell us. You say you guys are kind of isolated. And kickers, y'all get kind of that reputation as being a little quirky. A little quirky. So I see your teammates laughing, so I'm not sure whether that means you're quirky or not. But one of the things that we talked about earlier was the fact that y'all have your own little special warm-up thing that y'all do out there.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about Coach Maxwell and what he brought to y'all as players from a coaching standpoint.
Yeah, Coach Maxwell, he brought a lot to us, like teaching us. Like his brother used to be a kicker. He brought him over this summer to train us and help us. So he like gave us tips and stuff. And then usually like during practice, if I would have like a bad day, he would like go down the field at the turf, go work on the small things, and try to get better. He's like, don't like let it ruin your mindset, what you have.
Yes, and kickers, the mindset is one of the most important things.
Yeah.
You told us that, I believe, on one of your other interviews.
Yeah, it's like one of the most mentally tough responsibilities of a kicker.
Absolutely.
How do you train yourself mentally?
I don't really think about it. I'm just like, just kick the ball. Got one job to do.
Yeah. Because you gotta isolate. You gotta block everything out. It's like you gotta turn the volume off and focus in, and not everybody can do that.
No, usually I go over to the net, get a couple swings in, and then from there I just walk down to where Coach Maxwell is.
Okay.
Do you ever talk any trash to the other kickers on the other team?
Usually during warm-ups.
Yeah, I know. I saw you. That's why I'm asking.
Like down at Oglethorpe, when we were warming up, the kicker's he was trash talking because I had missed like an easy field goal before, and then he's like, "Let's go 50-yarder for 50-yarder." And so he kicked his, and he like shanked it. It didn't go like 5 feet in the air. And then I smoked mine. I just started talking. And then,
Trash.
Yeah.
So every time we see like the kickers warming up, and they like get close to us, we just like start talking to them.
Well, I tell you, I officiated for a long time, and especially when I was in the SEC, I can tell you most of the problems that we had were before the game with the kickers. When y'all are out on the field together, the Egg Bowl, Mississippi State, Ole Miss one year, the kickers got into a fight. on the field before the game. So I know you guys are tough.
Yeah, we have two underclassmen kickers, right? And then
Yeah.
usually when they would punt a ball and it would end up on our sideline, we'd like just hide it somewhere so we could keep the ball.
Well, I'll make two comments about kickers. One is you talked about that you're isolated, not just during practice, but truly you're isolated during the game because all eyes are on you. So it takes a lot of courage to be a kicker no matter what level you're at because you're either a hero or a zero.
Yes, sir.
This year, we were fortunate. Our special teams was just about excellent.
Yeah.
Y'all did an awesome job. Kicking, but the only thing the other one's a little bit of advice. If you carry on your career as a kicker at the next level, and you're going to talk trash, you better be good.
All
Be
right.
real good.
Okay, your all-region kicker, Christian Avila.
Thank you, Christian.
Thank you, man.
Appreciate you, brother.
Appreciate you. All right. Evan Page. I don't think Evan could be with us tonight. All right, number 12, Evan Page. All right, let's move on to number 15, young man by the name of Reed Giles.
Athlete of the year.
Athlete of the year in Region 8. How you doing, man? All right. Before I ask you one of the highlights of your year, I'm going to tell you one of the highlights of our year was just on the fifth quarter show when we told everybody that you were the Scholar Athlete of the Month, and you told us, well, I only take 2 classes. That was a highlight for me. I haven't forgot that.
You don't want to spread yourself too thin.
One of the funniest things of the year. All right, Reed Giles, let me tell you, we could be up here all night talking about stats, but 51 tackles, 3 tackles for a loss, 4 interceptions, 495 yards in kickoff and punt return yardage, 1,302 yards and 20 touchdowns rushing, 752 yards receiving, and 4 touchdowns for a total of 2,054 total yards. That's average 158 yards a game, by the way.
Is that all?
That's all. And then he had he had a kickoff return for a TD and a punt return for a TD. So he had a TD every way you could literally figure it. So with those stats in mind, I don't want to steal all the questions. All right, first of all, give us 2 highlights of the year from your perspective.
2 highlights. I thought the Fannin County game was pretty fun since they whooped us pretty good last year. Got to get back at them.
Yeah.
And then Dodge County, or was it? Yeah, Dodge. That was, a lot of people thought they were going to beat us, and then we beat them pretty good. So.
All right, so those were kind of team highlights. I wasn't going to expect you to tell me anything personal because that's the way you are, a team guy. But I want to hear one highlight you felt like when you got through running, catching, whatever you felt. Man, that felt real good.
Let me think. I guess trying to think of a good one.
All right, I'm going to give you a good one.
Well, I can name several.
Yeah. All right, that 88-yard run you had last week was unbelievable, okay? Because you had 4 guys down here who thought they were fixing to wipe you out, and somehow you cut in between them and went 88 yards. That was just one of many highlights that we had. All right, guys, jump on him.
We could highlight you to death because you just had multiple highlights throughout the season. And, I'll go along the same lines as what I was talking about with you. QB there, Ty, we came here a few years ago. I've watched you 3 years now, and you're exciting to watch. I mean, when you're on kickoff return, punt return, we're broadcasting, we're sitting there going, I hope they kick it to them, but they're not going to. I hope they do, but they don't. And when they do, we're excited. You're an unbelievable athlete. It's just like on the football field. You see it, and you do it. And I know you got guys blocking for you, but you're you're a runner that can. When you see those blocks happen, you know where to go. But just you're great person. I've got to know you over the last 3 years. Great player. You got great parents. And I just appreciate you letting me be a part of this experience.
Yeah.
The Reed Giles experience.
We hadn't talked about defense much with you, but because I mean you stand out so much on offense. But the interception you had at Berrien County that got called back.
Oh, I think it was Dodge.
Does that Dodge?
Dodge.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah, that's right. Because in my mind, that was going to be our touchdown on defense because we haven't won on special teams and won. So you got me.
That was a bad call by the ref, Chris.
Yeah, but that's.
And the refs will kill you every time.
But here, the other one was, I think it was Dodge too, but the one where they had you in the backfield.
Oh yeah, it was
Dodge. I
Dodge.
know it was about the 5-yard line, and I mean you looked like you were down, but you spun out, came around the right side, and went to the pylon. Just could you tell us? I mean, I know you're trying to think of one, but just tell us about that particular one. That's the one that's a highlight for me. That it just kind of speaks of how you play.
Yeah, that was. I think we ran 64, and the linebacker. We're supposed to read the linebacker. If he blitzes, we're supposed to go out. But he blitzed. As soon as I got the ball, he was there. So I just kind of hit him because I thought I was going to go down, and then I kind of spun out of it.
Yeah.
That was a 3-yard touchdown run that you ran 15 yards.
Right. Well, that was right after the completion to him.
Ty hit him
Yeah.
for the pass over there.
Yeah.
That was good. All right, so I want you to talk about you are a team guy. You've already talked about I asked you for an individual question. You talked about the team. So there they are right there, this table right here. What do those guys mean to you?
They mean a lot. You know, a lot of them I played since I was 6 years old. So gonna miss playing with them, and it's just pretty awesome.
It is awesome. What are you going to do next year?
I guess play football or baseball or something.
All right, well,
Or hunt or fish.
that's a pretty good answer. I was hoping for a little bit more, but we'll just go with play. He's going to play. He's going to play. He's a player. I just want to highlight one thing. We're talking about you guys as seniors and what y'all did this year, but when I first came here, the very first game that I came to, the beginning, it was your freshman year. It was the very first week, home game, and I did not know anybody in the stadium. I didn't know one soul. And Anna and I sat on the back row, and the opening kickoff, this kid, number 15, almost beat the ball to the end zone and made the tackle before the kid had a chance to even think about what day it was. And I told Anna, I said, this kid is one of the best football players I've ever seen. Already, I knew that because of your speed and your determination. It was incredible. So,
hey, real quick, Reed, because I think Ty might have said something about it earlier, but you and Noah and Ethan are probably the guys who've been around the longest together. Grew up together, started
Zach.
Yes, together.
Yeah.
And one of them mentioned, like, hey, when I first came here, I felt so welcome. I was brought in. I didn't know anybody, and it happened this year too. You had Mac and TJ both come in, so you helped set the pace for that too. How just about welcoming new people, making them feel like they're part of everything, and just building that sense of team. Because he's asking you questions about you, and you're talking about the team. Where did that come from? How'd you foster that?
I don't know.
All right.
It's always pretty cool to get a new guy come in and then welcome them and bring them into our friend group, and and they enjoy it.
Well, it's obvious. It's obvious you guys come together very quickly when somebody's new.
all right, I know you're dying to get away from us.
Yeah.
So I'm going to let
Tell us
you.
your deepest feeling.
I know that grin is something else. I'm going to tell you. All right, buddy, let me tell you something. Thanks for the highlights.
Thank you.
Appreciate you, Reed.
Awesome job, Reed.
Reed Giles, you're Player of the Year in Region 8.
Absolutely.
All right. I know we're taking a little bit longer here, but hey, this is worth it. All right, so next, number 19, Hunter Giles. Where you at, Hunter? All right, come on up here. Complete camo, man. I like it. You been out hunting? Okay. All right, Hunter Giles. All right. You know, one of those players where you didn't fill up the stat sheet, but what a important part you helped play, just like a lot of these other guys. You played defense and offense, both plays, and you had a big touchdown catch this year. Tell us about a couple of memories from your Rabun County experience.
I would say just messing around at practice on sidelines without the coaches knowing. With
All right.
and Booger. I would also say just running Curry with him for the last time was pretty good.
All right, I know you look cool and everything, but pull that hat back where we can see you a little better, man. You're on television here. You're looking good. There you go. That's a little bit better. All right. So what else? What else stood out for you at Rabun County?
I don't know. It's hard to think about.
Well, hey, let me tell you something. These are memories that you will remember a lot more as you get older of all these good times you had. Guys, what do you got, Joey?
Well, Hunter, again, just being able to play both ways on offense and defense. Did you have something that was in particular that you loved the most about offense or defense? Either one was more important to you?
Probably offense, sir.
What? Tell us exactly what your role was on the offensive side of the ball.
Probably just block it.
All right, another blocker.
Well, they wouldn't have all those rushing yards if they didn't have blockers. But I'm just wondering where all my defensive players are. Everybody keeps going to the offense.
Well, tell us what are your plans for next year?
I'm gonna go to Troop McConnell and probably be a teacher.
Awesome.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Are you thinking about maybe coaching a little bit?
Yeah.
I don't know yet.
You don't know about coaching?
No, sir.
Okay.
Go Bears.
What are you going to be studying to be?
Social studies and language arts education.
Okay.
Middle grade education.
Okay. All right. Middle grade. Did you say middle grade education?
Yes, sir.
Oh my gosh. You want to be a middle school teacher? All right. This right here is the man right here.
Yeah.
If he wants to teach middle school, you know, all the middle school teachers, they're up on the front row in heaven. None of them are in the back because they taught middle school. So you get, hey, that is an admirable way to go. I like that, man.
Yes, sir.
All right, Hunter Giles.
Thank you,
Good
Hunter.
job.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it. All right. Next up, and I think he may not be here, Sean Frooster. Was Sean able to make it? I don't think he was going to be able to make it. Okay, so let's move on up to number 25, one of the new guys, T.J. Hibbler. T.J. While he's coming up, he came over from Raven Gap. Along with Mac Williams. All right, man. All right, how you doing?
Good.
All right, you got to move that closer, man. This is big time stuff right here. You got to move it closer. All right. Wow. I tell you what, TJ. Before I get into talking about any of your stats or anything, the week that you joined us, there was a buzz amongst all of us because we were going, who is that specimen out there? You talk about filling out a uniform. When you get off the bus, there's people going, yeah, there's a player. So I just wanted to say that because we knew when, just by looking at you when you came in, you ended up with like 26 tackles, 4 sacks, 9 tackles for a loss, and that was only in 10 games. So tell us a little bit about coming over to Rabun County and a couple of things that you're going to take away from being here this year.
I think, like, the team was very welcoming.
All right, you got to move that closer, man. See the bar?
Yeah.
Yeah, those guys up at the bar, they're old and they can't hear, so you guys talk right into the mic.
Very old.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone was like very nice and welcoming when I first came over, and like I guess it like helped me like get up to speed quicker with all you guys and like all the plays and everything.
Okay. So when you came over from Rabun Gap, there was quite, as I said, there was quite a buzz. So did these guys, tell us a little bit about these guys taking you in and making you a part of that team?
I mean, they I think they showed me around school, and like they took me to the classes and like lunch and everything.
Okay. All right. Give me a couple of highlights of your actual playing this year.
I think there was one game where I got like a tackle or like a sack on like the 1 yard line.
Uh-huh.
That was a highlight, I think.
Okay. What? Anything else? I mean, you had a lot of great plays. So. All right. How about let's talk about this. How about the coaching? Coach Stewart, defensive guru. What did you get out of having Coach Stewart as your coach?
I mean, he's like very like we gotta like get everything right and like into the details, so like we make sure we're ready for the game and like the team we're gonna play that week.
Okay. So he was really into a lot of not only fundamentals, but being able to know what was going to happen on the field, and so you'd be prepared.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, guys. Anything?
Well, coming from excuse me, coming from Rabun Gap private school and coming here to Rabun County High School, I guess what would be the best thing you like about Rabun County versus the Gap? Got to give me one.
The nation is waiting, TJ. All right, come on, man.
How about the football team?
I know that you talk a lot more than you're talking right now. Well, let me ask you this: Did you talk any trash out there on the field? No, not a trash talker. Oh, they're all laughing. He's not?
All right, on defense,
He's not. Okay.
name me the biggest trash talker on defense.
Ethan.
Okay, well, that's understandable.
I would have put money on that one.
Yeah, exactly. Well, tell us about maybe what are your plans for next year?
I'm gonna try to play football at a college.
Okay.
Hopefully.
Have you got any? Are you looking at anybody in particular right now, or?
I'm talking to the Citadel coach.
Cool.
Okay,
Wow.
the Citadel.
Awesome.
That's a great school.
Yeah.
Okay, good deal, Charleston. All right, man. Well, we are glad that you came over from Rabun Gap. You were a huge addition to our defense. One that the number of big plays you made back there in that in that offensive backfield were tremendous, and we just appreciate all you did for us this year. All right, thank you, man.
Appreciate you.
All right,
Thank you.
TJ Hibbler. Another one of your all-region performers. In only 10 games, by the way. He was in there. All right, so now let's move up to, all right, let's get him up here, the trash-talking, touchdown-catching Ethan Hopper. Were you fixing to talk trash to somebody just then? I mean, somebody say something you didn't like?
Somebody's got a big head.
Oh! All right, move that mic closer. Come on. You know the rules up here. All right. So, 60, he led the team in tackles, by the way, this year. 62 tackles. He had 22 hurries, which means those quarterbacks dreaded seeing number 88 coming after him. 2.5 sacks. But the highlight of the year for a lot of us was that touchdown catch you had from Ty. So great year. So I want you to give us 2 memories of this season that you
Probably number one, just seeing Hunter punch everybody on the sideline. There was always a fight going on at some point in practice, so that was always fun. And
Well, now he didn't tell us about that.
and it was mainly the kickers he fought. So.
And he's sitting next to the kicker.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So that's a good memory. All right. What else?
And probably number two, just going in on scout team or something and making Ty's life so hard.
Oh, practice. You were chasing him around at practice?
Yeah, that was probably my favorite part, is talking trash to Ty.
Oh, all right. Well, all right. So now give us a highlight of something you actually did in a game. It's amazing that you can talk so fondly about the things off the field and that. But tell us about the inside the lines there. Give us a highlight.
My pick six.
Yeah.
Your pick six.
That's the highlight
Yeah.
for me.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, that was by far probably the highlight in our booth, one of the highlights in our booth. I thought both these guys were going to lose their mind.
Yeah, it was crazy. I couldn't even believe it.
All right. Yeah, well, for those who don't remember, tell us what happened on that play.
Basically, the running back rolled out to the right. It was supposed to be just kind of like a swing pass, and I was getting blocked, and I just seen him throw it, and I just went up and got it. Took it for like 50
perfect
yards.
timing.
Yeah.
All right. Good deal.
Did you keep that football?
No, not that one.
You tried.
I couldn't find it.
Did you keep the one from the
Yes.
reception for a
Yeah,
touchdown?
I
I thought
gave
so.
it to me after the game.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah. Well, just also too, we said this a lot. You and Ryan on the inside, and TJ and Mac on the outside. How all that came together. I mean, I know there was. We talked about this a bunch. I know, but there was an adjustment period you guys had, but it didn't seem that long. And then it just seemed like you guys clicked together. Just talk about that real quick.
Probably just, I don't really, honestly, just communicate. I mean, we just started communicating. We were like, if we're going to be a good, the best D-line in the region, then we got to start communicating more, because a lot of our mistakes early on in the season were just lack of communication.
Amen.
So once we changed that, it was, you've seen it.
Yeah.
It was a completely different game.
Yeah.
We looked as one out there.
Yeah.
So.
And that's something that carries over in life.
Yeah, and we all kind of knew each other's positions, so that's helpful. You can play. We could have played anywhere.
No.
So that was pretty good.
It was.
Yeah. A couple of things I recognized you this year for is, you might be the trash talker, but there's several times when the other teams were talking and our players were going back and forth. We saw you intervene and stop them, which, that's credits to you, because that keeps us out of a situation where we get penalized and we lose yardage or they gain yardage. The other time was I wasn't actually there, but I was watching it, and y'all were at the Granite Bowl over there, and they get Ty on the sideline there, and I saw number 88 coming in the pile there protecting his quarterback. So without going into too much of that, it's great to see when brothers have each other's backs.
Yeah,
so.
we're the only ones that are allowed to do that to them. So.
Hey, and real quick, the same question I asked Ty too. Last year at Whitfield, that was a tough game.
Oh yeah.
And I mean, I'll never forget that. You getting hurt there, and then just the rehab process through all that. And just talk real quick about adversity and what you learned about adversity and how you.
Yeah, that was a real momentum kill for me, because I was just starting to get rolling, getting comfortable playing out there. So I was getting a lot of playing time. So it kind of sucked, but then I just kind of looked at it on the bright side that I could heal, get better, and come back stronger next year. So watching all my older friends play and then graduate, I just let that build on me to play the next season.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I think that had a big impact.
Yeah.
It gave me a motivation, something to look forward to.
Yeah. Impact a lot of people.
Oh, yeah. So.
Well, I'll ask this question too: offense or defense?
Defense all day.
There
baby.
we go. Finally got me a defensive boy.
Yep, all day, baby. I like that. So what are your plans for next year?
I really don't know yet. I'm thinking about going into the Coast Guard. So.
Oh,
awesome.
All right.
Good deal.
Good deal. Good deal. Well, you've provided tremendous amount of highlights, and there's nothing like being in a booth and having this these guys just hollering booger, booger, booger. That was a highlight of us for watching you in the booth. Thank you for all the highlights you provided this
I
year.
appreciate y'all.
All right, man. Thank you. Ethan Hopper, you're all, hey, come here. You're Region 8 first teamer. All right, and then let's wrap it up with last but definitely not least, your preseason All-American center, Big Bobby Gordon.
Go, Bobby.
All right, you got it?
Yeah.
All right, man. This cord's a little short. You might have to scoot up a little bit. All right. Big Bobby Gordon, Zach Gordon to some of us. You know, the sad part about you being the All-State center and, of course, the Region 8 center, first teamer, is that, you know, we don't have a big stat sheet on you, you know.
Well, I got a sack, I know that.
Yeah, I did have that down, one sack.
Yeah.
You did have one sack, and that was one of the limited times you were able to play on defense. I don't know why you didn't play you more over there.
Yeah, I don't know either.
but let me tell you something. Being the center, you're the general there on the line, telling everybody kind of what they need to do and everything. So we're not going to see all those stats that we see with the other people, but your importance to this team was monumental. I don't think that we could have had nearly that success we had if we hadn't had a veteran guy like you at that center position, giving Ty the ball. We've documented it several times that you were the only center that Ty had. Except for since the middle school, and I think you were out one game with an injury, 2 games.
2 last year.
Yeah, last year, and that was the only time that Ty had not taken a snap from somebody else. So you and Ty go back a long ways. But give me a couple of memories that you have of your career here at Rabun.
Well, I think this year really just beating the crap out of Commerce was really great.
Yeah.
And
that was really good.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then I guess I got to throw my sack on there.
No.
Okay,
Yeah.
move that a little closer. There you go. Okay, so the sack and whipping up on Commerce. So that is 2 good highlights that we like. Okay, guys,
You know,
got your shot.
I'm sitting here trying to run through the year. I honestly can't remember even a bad snap, did we?
No.
If we did, well, there weren't many, were they? Ty's sitting there thinking there might have been a few low.
There's a couple low ones probably, but
Yeah, but I mean,
hey, if he can catch them.
that's right. You know, sometimes the quarterback's got to move, right?
Yeah.
No, but you know, you did a great job. Watched you the last several years. Outstanding anchor for the line there, and you know, it's great to have you right there. So especially this year, like Chris said, you were the leader of the line there, and it definitely showed up in the booth.
I mean, to me, you were Mr. Consistency. I mean, you were consistent all through the season, and just there were. I'll give you one piece of feedback from somebody who knows something about centers, and that's Coach George Bobo. And it was at the Berrien game, and I was talking to him. He said, "Man, our center is doing a great job out there." And so anyway, there you go. Number 2 is talk to us about being a quarterback of an offensive line, because you clearly. Y'all came together more and more over the course of the season, but you could tell who was in charge. So tell us about that.
Yeah, I haven't really had to do it in the past very much because I was the youngest guy out there for the first 2 years. But this year, I think the most important part was just getting the starters out there. We had to work through some stuff in the beginning, get our guys out there. But really, it's just we all on the same page before the ball snapped, and Ty helps with that with the mic calls. But then we work it out and then run the play.
Yeah. And I'd also say you're fundamentally sound. I mean, you got them with pad level and your footwork and everything. Just thanks for majoring on the fundamentals.
Sir.
Not only that, but this year y'all played. You played a lot of where Ty went directly underneath to the center to you. Tell us a little bit for those who may not know. Tell us a little bit about the difference between when he's underneath taking that snap and then. These guys are cracking up. I didn't mean that to sound crazy.
Well, the biggest difference, I guess, is, well, he's closer and he's touching me. But
Tell us all about it.
Well, sometimes like it is better when you can hear him better in the louder games, but really there's not much difference.
Okay, so either way, you were comfortable.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. All right, well, that didn't come out right, I don't think, but we're going to go with it.
Well, going back to my question, you had one play on defense and got a sack there, so
Yeah.
offense or defense?
I'm gonna go with defense, I guess.
There you go, I got two.
Oh, boy. All right, so tell us about what are your plans for next year?
I think I'm gonna get my physical ed degree and then maybe try to coach.
Awesome.
Okay.
Great job.
All right,
Great,
now,
great.
your big brother, Big Country, he's doing the same thing, right?
I guess so. I haven't really talked to him.
Okay. All right. This is your Region 8 All First Team Center. What a great job. Thank you.
Hey, you owe me a Corvette, too.
All right, guys. That concludes our tribute to our seniors, man. What a career they had. What a great 4 years they had. And I just want to say that, these are some outstanding young men, okay? You see, if you turn on the TV and watch a lot of football, the knuckleheads usually outnumber the fine people that we have on our team. And I just want to give you once again, we talked about it all year, the credit, all you coaches, because you have produced some fine young men here off the field that you can be as proud as you can for anything they did on the field. And that will pay off not only for them, but for Rabun County and for their families forever. And thank you, Coach, for instilling that in them.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely, it was super easy. Good raising, good community support, and great group of kids. So, I enjoyed it as much as anybody. I can promise you that.
Okay. Well, I know we went overtime a little bit tonight, but I'm going to tell you it was worth every minute because what a highlight to have these guys on here. I hope that next year we see them playing in other places, but if we don't, teaching and going to get that degree is so important, and every one of them seemed to like they had an idea of what they were going to do. So we can't thank them enough from a community standpoint. Unbelievable, outstanding kids, but on a gridiron, wow, we're so proud of them, and they brought us just tremendous joy. Y'all guys want to follow up?
You know what? Great year. It was awesome to be able to not only watch but just assist with broadcasting. I appreciate everybody giving me the opportunity to be part of this. Coach, you did an awesome job with these guys, and you know, what can you say? That great group of kids, great group of seniors. If you had one word or phrase that would sum them up, what would it be?
Elite.
Yeah.
Okay, I like that.
Great group.
Great group.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Joe.
I'll just again, I want to thank the kids too. They're actually young men now. Several of them I've watched grow up, and it's just been really cool to see them and their moms and dads dragging them to practice, and all the things that moms and dads have to do. And because we've been there and done that, but also too, this is kind of a question I relayed to you, I don't know, 2 or 3 weeks ago, but just how it fit into the larger, Rabun County narrative that's been going on for decades now. I mean, I know one, Tim McClure went on to be with the Lord Friday night, and this was after watching Georgia play, and he had been watching some of Rabun County play, broadcasted, of course. But diehard Rabun County Wildcat, and so this is just something that's gone on for generations and generations and generations that people are passionate about, and it brings people together. So and you said they're elite, but how does this team make a name for themselves and fit in with the kind of larger story of Rabun County football?
Well, like I told you, we're so proud to be able to have our shot and have our turn at representing this program and all that this program has accomplished, and and because of the accomplishments, that it becomes a bigger and bigger responsibility.
Yes.
And I thought, for the year that our kids did a great job of doing just that, of representing our program. But I certainly think that they put a special mark on it. 10-win season, playing in 13 games is a heck of an accomplishment.
And I just want to
even more importantly than that, the way that they did it.
Yeah, they did an excellent job. And I just want to say this to these the young men that are seniors, and whether they go on to play at the next level or not, that they will be able to look back at Rabun County football, high school football, and they can use something that happened, whether it was adversity at practice, whether it was the altercation between teammates that you had to resolve to be able to get along, whether it was anything about football, the teamwork, the hard work, the perseverance, pick yourself up off the ground again. Those are aspects that I promise you will use throughout your life, and you can look back and lean upon that. If it's at the next level, I promise you, it doesn't matter how far you go. If any of you in here made it to the NFL, you will look back at high school football as some of the funnest times in your life, if not also some of the hardest times in your life. And also remember that you've got parents that this is a chapter ending for them too. I went through it last year with mine. That's why I'm grateful that Darren allowed me to be part of that this year, because it allowed me to be involved in the community still. But just, y'all embrace it, carry it on with you, and because you'll be 55 and looking back and remembering that, that was some of the best time of your life, but it's still things that you built upon and throughout your life. But great job, seniors, great job, team, and just thank y'all.
All right. We want to thank Tyler Truelove. Where you at?
Thank you, Tyler.
Tyler Truelove hosted the fifth quarter show every week and provided not only great food but a great atmosphere for us to gather together as a community, and we can't thank him enough. And so you need to be coming in here a lot more than you've been coming in here and spending a lot more money. So we'd like to thank you for that. Before we close, Coach, I want to recognize one other person here. Wesley Branch, come up here real quick. Some of you may not know Wesley. Wesley Branch is our sports editor at the Tribune. And I just want him to come up just so we can say hey to you. I want everybody to see you. And you sit down just for 1 second. I know we're way over time, but I asked Coach Gillespie if we could just bring you up here for a minute, because I'm a big newspaper guy. Some of y'all are, and I know y'all see the Clayton Tribune, but this is our new sports editor. So put that on, man. I just want you to. All right.
Y'all hear me?
Tell us the highlight of your year. No, not really. Wesley, University of Georgia grad, big Bulldog, go Dogs. But he has came in and he has really taken that job and ran with it. And I know Coach Gillespie appreciates it, but just tell us a little bit about you coming into the community and how you feel about being in Rabun County, and we'll wrap up.
Yeah, can y'all hear me?
No. A little closer.
Good, better?
Yeah.
Okay. I would say, those of you that don't know me, like he said, I work at the Clayton Tribune. I started here close to 4 months ago now. This is my first job out of school, and it's just been really cool to see how tight-knit this community is and how much people care about each other, but also just the local sports in this area. You always hear about how special Rabun County is through a lot of the athletes and different figures that make it to big stages, but I think coming here and seeing it firsthand and seeing the way that a lot of people in this room have embraced me, which I'm super appreciative of, is really special. And I've really enjoyed the first few months being here, this first football season, and looking forward to the winter sports and spring sports getting started, and just kind of what the future holds for me in this position and being in this community. I'm just really blessed and really fortunate. So, yeah, that's what I'd say.
All right, this guy does a great job. If you're not reading him, you're missing out because he can give you a description of a game better than as good as any sports writer I've ever read. And he does a great job. Wesley, welcome to Rabun County. All right. Thank you. All right, I guess, Coach, we'll wrap it up. Thank you, Coach Gillespie, for a wonderful inaugural season of what we hope will be many more. So thank you.
Absolutely. I want to thank everybody for coming. It's been these have been a lot of fun, and way for us all to get together. And appreciate everything you guys have done throughout the year as well.
All right. All right, folks. We'll see you back next year for another year of Raven County. Another Raven County football. Thank y'all.
Okay.
All right, Lynn. Thanks, guys. Thank y'all.
Great job. Thank y'all so much.
They weren't there when we left. We had ready for them. Hopefully it'll be a good week.
But he's really good.
Okay. Well, what's we got to do?
Say we were trying to talk about it.
God will lead somebody.
Yeah.
Thank y'all very much.
Well, thank you.
Thank you for making us look good. Thank you.
I
What's that?
Is this the gift giver? That's the nicest Christmas present.
Hey, you deserve it, man. You had a great year.
That's
So that's
awesome.
you had a great year.
That's awesome,
Pretty fun, man. It's an electric atmosphere.
Yeah.
I think
And
this
it
is
will
the-
be.
It will be.
Yeah.
The times that I've refereed this as the Children's were probably the highlights. Yeah. It is by far the biggest game of the year for an official.
What's the biggest game?
I'll be honest. Well, you know, I've done the Rose Bowl twice. I've done the Orange Bowl twice. I've done all the only bowl I haven't done. No. I was never like that. I was a big guy. I was deep. Side judge. But to be honest with you, the best game I ever, biggest game I ever had was the year Alabama played Florida. They were 1-2. They played for the SEC championship, and it was unbelievable.
Is that Stone's and Spurrier?
No, that was Saban and Urban Meyer. Tebow's year. And it was just unbelievable lead up to the game, and it was so exciting. I mean, the place was coming unglued. But anyway, yes, go ahead. Oh yeah, that's a lot more important.
Absolutely, to her. Hey, you'll have to come sit with me next year. Just to support me. Yeah. Well, that's not my thing. Everybody at work.
I bet it is hard. It's hard to find people that don't want to play.
Why? Because they get beat?
Well, here's the thing.
I know.
Everybody, you know, is going to be, the power rankings are going to be for all the schools. So what you want to do is you want to get that win, but you don't want to play somebody, you want to play a good team, but you don't want to get beat by it. Because nobody wants to play. Crazy deal.
So,
Hey, Mr. Williams, how you doing? How are you?
Oh, yeah. Good, that's good.
How are you? Good to see you, man. Everything all right?
He's coming up and down. Good to see you. Oh, cool.
For the best.